but Syracuse last in the ACC in total defense. It's the second worst rushing defense in the conference. And running backs coach and a guy who ran hard in Natron Means. Here's pressure. Low throw incomplete for Connor Cox. Dennis Gill goes wide. Play clock down to 3. Lopez just got it off. Takes a shot downfield. Incomplete. Looking for Samuel. A two-way player, DB, wide receiver, back deep to return the punt. McGinnis boots it away. And the fair catch is not made. It's muffed.
And no
check in your first collegiate game.
Got to give him something easy here. They're going to go empty, clear it out for him to read the coverage, and then give him an easy throw here on first down. Got man across the board.
His first collegiate pass. He's going to take off instead. And Filardi rumbles to the 15, only
relatively quickly, so to speak.
On second down, the give is to Yassin Willis, who's won the last 2 weeks.
Man-to-man again. Patterson traveling with a motion man.
That's Emmanuel Ross. Filardi under pressure, and he is sacked. This Carolina defense had 6. Former college lacrosse player, defensive coordinator for UNC. Stonehouse with the punt. The fair catch is made at the 42-yard line by Javari. Time decision, concussion protocol. Diego Pavia playing like a Heisman Trophy candidate. Devon June for a gain of 2 on first down. Paul,
keep an eye on how well that shoulder is.
June motions out. Lopez fires a strike. That's his top receiver, Jordan Shipp. Shipp has 30. From plus territory, another blitz. Lopez in trouble, gets away from Jacquez. And that pass is caught. It's Kobe Paysour down the sideline, inside the 5. Demetrius Samuel, now 10 in the last 2+. Out of a heavy set. Lopez boots. Shipp was calling for it. Now a throw to the end zone. And it's
that's wide open in college football. And Shipp was exactly that.
Owens and Cox, the 2 tight ends, motion right. June powering forward. And it turned away just shy of the goal line. Lopez under center, tries to sneak it forward.
He doesn't get any momentum going forward. With his wheels, Anish, get him on the corner. Game.
4th and goal, 2 tight ends. And a timeout by UNC with the play clock running down.
Don't want to get him settled in to this football game.
Off a high snap, it's the sophomore from Newark, New Jersey, Yassin Willis. A pick up of about 3 to set up a second down and 7. Willis, the leading runner.
Box, go cover 1, press cover 1 across the board.
Filardi floats one to Jonte Cook, unable to hang on. Will Nixon, 24 in orange, the running back, son of offensive coordinator Jeff Nixon. Carolina rushes 4. Filardi incomplete, threw it behind Gill.
Guys, as good as it gets.
This one takes a Carolina bounce initially. And now rolls backwards to the 25. In our meeting last night, really it was Carcaterra and Belichick just talking lacrosse.
Yeah, I think it was longer than that, actually.
That's McGill on first down, fighting forward to the
national title after national title. That's where his love started for the sport of lacrosse.
Clark's in his element tonight. Handoff on second down. It goes nowhere. And a timeout by Syracuse.
The first drive is now in the second drive, throwing the football.
The speedy Madrid Tucker in motion. Carolina wants more speed on the field. Lopez fires a strike to Shipp and a first down close to midfield. True freshman from Spartanburg, South Carolina. He's out wide. Pressure off the edge. Easter makes the catch, fumbles the football, and it's picked up by Syracuse. down the sideline and into the end zone for a scoop and score.
Boy, that's huge for Syracuse. And another early game turnover for North Carolina. This time, it leads to immediate points.
Trip Woody,
If you continue to turn it over at the rate, they're doing it.
McGill lets this bounce in the end zone.
Chip in the end zone when they got down there inside the 5, but aside from that, he's been fine.
Benjamin Hall, he's been the team's top rusher the last 2 weeks and pulled down again by Jamie Tremble.
Guys wearing shorts to a football game.
You've brought it up a lot this year, but that technically is the letter of the law in the rule book.
It's a rule. It's an absolute rule.
Back to the ground, Hall scavenging.
But what patience by Hall. You turn the video on and you can't help but
Into the game at running back on third down.
love him on third downs. Freddie Kitchens, their offensive coordinator.
Pressure from the safety. And too high for Ship. They brought Devin Grant again on the
Use defensive backs because of the amount of yardage they surrender per game.
There's Samuel. He's got the 30. And out of bounds across the 30. The young quarterback. He's going to run. Velarde finding a small opening into North Carolina territory.
It was him working against the defense, and the defensive coaches said there's something to this young man.
Throws incomplete.
Man-to-man press coverage and said, hey, stop us or we're going to be here all night.
With 2 backs in the game, Willis gets the call. Puts his head down, gets inside the 45. It brings... How much do you trust a young QB? Third down first. Nixon gets the call. Machetes into the secondary for a first down to the 30.
That gives Nixon the amount of room he needs to squeeze his body right through there.
Right back to Nixon. Slipped one tackle before he's upended by Cost. Collins, the starting center, still out.
Washington from a very good high school in Texas. DeSoto.
Velarde launches toward the end zone.
Back draw right here in Niche. It is set up perfectly. Look at that front. You got linebackers on the outside. Invite them up the field to the offense.
A give to Willis. That's why he earned the nickname Train in high school. First down, Syracuse.
Some big guys, man.
Syracuse.
No doubt about it. That's where they feel like they have an advantage card.
Velarde under pressure. Tucks. And pulled down.
Six carries for 63 yards on this drive alone.
Velarde lost the football and then shipwrecked well behind the line of...
Without him finding the completion.
UNC loads up the box. Here's the blitz. Velarde in trouble. Flag down. Abu-Jade tosses a couple of times tonight. Hand off Willis. Inside run. Not much. On second and goal. Off the hands of Velarde. A flag at the end of the play.
There it is, man-to-man across the board again.
And another flag with the play clock at 0.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Now we've seen both.
And they let the clock run out.
Here comes the blitz. Velarde to the end zone. Knocked away by Marcus Allen. The last couple of days, Halloween night, rainy. That wetness, little coldness. The freshman in the backfield. He gets the call. Big hole up the middle. June to the second level. And he picks up 15. Deuce Chestnut, the safety. 4 carries, 25 yards for June. Grant's coming. There's the blitz off the edge. Grant able to make the play on torn MCL. Former first-team All-MAC selection at Buffalo. Lopez had time, took too much time, chased by Jobity. And Lopez.
He is lined up right outside the right tackle of North Carolina. He's coming.
Low snap. The give to Gauze. He doesn't get there. Tom McGinnis to kick. Demetrius Samuel, the second youngest player in college football, was 16 years old.
Is jacked.
What's the French word for jacked as we get a flag?
A false start on out of trouble, and they pretty much had a handle on all of that. It's just the penalties.
On first down, it's Tyreek Hill, the true freshman from Asbury Park, like a stone pony. Aim at running back. It's a pistol look with Ross in motion. Allen is the trailer. Low snap, right back to Hill. Runs into a roadblock, and he picked up two. Smith Bilbert led the Carolina Palisade. Empty set. Already flushed. Throws downfield. That was dangerous. Passing down, and Syracuse has yet to complete a pass. Velarde, back shoulder, well short of Cook. Stonehouse to punt. Hardy and Green back deep.
He hit that baby.
Javarius Green retreats all the way to his own 11. Out to the 21. The offense facing a 10-3 deficit, a defensive score, the only touchdown in the game. Gio Lopez, 5 out of 9, puts it in the belly of June, who bulldozes Gary Bryant for
in that same exact area along the offensive line.
Lopez to the sideline, low throw brought in by Pace. Cause the third down back. Four-man rush. Lopez is tackled about a yard shy of the marker.
To that turnover, this is a 3-3 ball game.
Guinness. Fair catch called for and made by Samuel.
To Luke Carney.
Low snap. Flea flicker. Velarde downfield and able to complete to Booby's ball. First career completion for Velarde. Willis stopped in his tracks by Will Hardy, the safety. Johnson, the motion man, trailed by Cost. Velarde chased by Robinson and throws it away. Bilbert also applying.
Nowhere else to go but to throw it away.
Will Hardy lets this bounce. That's the backspin. And it's going to be downed in a bunch. First down. Here's June. Tries to bounce it to the outside. Tripped up across the 10. Picks up 4.
To the second level.
Lopez hands it off to June. He's got the seam. June across the 40. And finally pushed out by BJ.
Surprise, June in great shape, stays in the game.
8 carries, 78 yards, and June that time taken down by Sparrow.
Hey, how many times do we see college go back in if I take myself out?
Came in averaging 6 yards a carry. Here's Hall. He can run through guys.
Boy, that counter. The counter is working for North Carolina.
Main's in it, running back. The Michigan transfer, Hall. Hesitated. He's more of a north-south guy than an east-west guy. Zubin, thank you. North Carolina with a second down and 9. Lopez finds McGill. He's got a couple of blockers. And bumped down hard. Earlier on this drive is in the game. And a timeout by Syracuse. They are now out of timeout
From the finish line.
Two teams on 4-game losing streaks. Third down. empty set. Lopez now comes under center. McGill coming in motion, and a timeout by UNC. Third down out of the timeout. It's a run. They don't get there. Lost a yard. Gauze. Verhoff series.
We look from the press box, somebody trying to prank us a little bit. That was a little scary. Got me for a second.
Let's check in with Paul Carcaterra in the backfield. Velarde 1 for 11 for 25 yards in the opening half. Will play action. He's got Emmanuel Ross in the flat, and Andre
Love it.
Rotation. Should that ball have come out a little quicker?
I think he's okay. He's allowing him to clear the edge of the line of scrimmage, so to speak.
Sid Willis gets nowhere. It's third down and 2. And now it's Joe Velarde, a true freshman walk-on who came to Syracuse on a lacrosse scholarship. Quick throw through the hands of Jonte Cook. Beat a power conference opponent. Bill Belichick in his first year as head coach with all those Super Bowl wins. Still looking for that first ACC win. And Hardy makes the fair catch. Gio Lopez looks off the screen, saw the pressure, finding June. And using the screen, the yards after catch. June! Into the Syracuse night. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And not a flash. Almost in one touch of the ball.
It's spelled like demon. It's pronounced Demon. And no Demon or Demon Hunters on the Syracuse defense tonight.
I like how you tied that in. Halloween. I get it.
Only attempted 3 passes all season. Give is to Yasin Willis. Hammers through a tackle, running hard. And Freight trains his Westberg. Also got in against Colgate, a blowout win for Syracuse. There's Willis. Rumbling forward to the 38. And off Willis, straight up the middle. Up to the 41-yard line. It sets up a third and about 3.
All run here
to catcher. Go to Nixon. Slams into a roadblock. He doesn't get there. It's going to bring up 4th down. Syracuse 12 of 24 on 4th down. Little crack toss. Willis picks up a 1st down.
Nice play call.
And hammerheads into North Carolina. Play of the drive. UNC loads the box. They bring the blitz. Carney on the draw all the way to the 30-yard line. A gain of 18.
Called or by default, it's the right play call.
And Carney on the zone read kept it. Should have handed it off. And
no need to change if you're moving the football the way Syracuse is.
Another quarterback draw. And Carney taking
about 6 across right now on the back end.
Carney under pressure, and he's sacked. And that may have driven Syracuse. There's a reason they're in the midst of long losing streaks. Stonehouse's punt skips into the end zone. North Carolina ball. The Elmira Express. Got a Heisman winner next to me, and Andre Ware. There's another screen pass. It's McGill, and he's taken to the ground as we check in with Kark.
Few injuries.
Lopez to June, slips the tackle. We're starting to see a trend here. North, but Blasky moving to center. There's a toss. June in space. He's got the 1st down, and then some. Damon June
As talk about well-executed play.
That was Kark's report at the beginning of the quarter. North Carolina wanting to get on the perimeter. This time they hand it straight up the middle. That's a big hole for Gauze, and he's going to be. Gauze again. Threads the middle. Flag at the end of the play after a gain of 2. There's There's the toss to Gauze. Serpents around the edge. Another big run for North Carolina.
They on this drive.
Back to the ground, back to Gauze. And he's met for a loss of 2 yards on the play.
Boy, they've got Ship right now if they want him in the slot. Right here.
Numbers on the right side. There's the little tunnel screen to Ship. It developed too slowly. RPO, quick slant, Paysor. He's going to be close.
It's going to be.
Cox in motion, the gift to June. Finds a hole, first down, Tar Heels.
Starts inside, but works.
McVay, the Alabama transfer. June's had a big night. He's the running back. Ship the motion man. Ship on the fly sweep. Battling near the goal line.
5 of the last 12 turnovers for UNC have been inside the red zone.
Not this time. Damon June with his lineup. 1 quarter and 8 seconds away from its first ACC win under Bill Belichick. And for Syracuse,
A little June in October.
Joe Filardi back into the game. Yassin Willis. Jigsaw's his way for a gain of 7. And that takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
So hopefully you'll see this coming up soon.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
On first down, they hand it off to Will Nixon, who only gets a yard. 3rd and 2. Syracuse does
To that 2 for 13, but there just hadn't been.
out of the eye. Willis moves the chains for Syracuse.
Which means that the ball's not in the
Syracuse. He was drafted late by the Eagles. Right back to Willis. Pinballs off a defender, met by Cost. Strong pickup of 6-4. Filardi to throw. Ducking. Chased from the backside. Abujade knocks it loose. Does chance.
Where's Paysor right now, Anish?
Yeah, they can put this game away. Paysor lined up at the bottom of your screen. June. Over 100 yards. Where playing quarterback, they would have taken a shot. Screen pass to Ship. He gets rocked forward. 3rd down. Quarterback draw. Lopez moves the chains. And Worley gigs his way for a first down to the 21, a gain of 6.
He took a shot to get in at that spot with Delorier out, and now Sparrow.
UNC taking its time. Lopez to the end zone. He's got Ship. Touchdown. A fitting backdrop on Halloween night.
It on his back. 7-1 are the Vanderbilt Commodores.
And they might be aiming to go to the SEC championship game. Will Nixon, that was just the 3rd completion of the game for Joe Filardi.
Vandy, that'll be in the SEC championship game.
Filardi locked in on Ross. He didn't even look to see another.
His coaches over the years, Jimmy Muley, who coached him on Long Island for 6 years, said the guy is dialed in, a fierce competitor. So we're looking to see if he could rebound on the gridiron as well. Here he goes.
Couple of nice moves. Card for the football audience.
They'll shift an offensive midfielder in the game, but a long stick midfielder like Filardi will need to have some offensive skill, because when you make a stop on the defense.
Lacrosse is starting on a Friday night.
No doubt.
Well,
dangerous throw, incomplete. That was
in the nation 4 years ago. But for Filardi, as we see him throwing it out right now, the big
in the Big Ten championship game, they'll come out of that one, and then it'll be the overall #1 overall seed.
Filardi downfield, dangerous throw, incomplete for Gill. We'll go for it. Carolina rushes 4. Filardi has not looked comfortable in the pocket. Heaves it. And that is all of the ball when he was going out of bounds. and they didn't see enough evidence to overturn the call. Agree or disagree?
Well, I agree that's what they did. They couldn't do, they weren't clear exactly when he gained control.
Instead, North Carolina took over. It's 2nd down and 5. Tar Heels on the verge of their first win against a power conference team, first ACC win, and that's been the formula. The run game, Gauze.
McGill, you can throw his name in there as well. No need to pick it up and throw it.
It's Gauze again. Turbos to the 35. In the losses to Cal and Virginia. And then today, yeah, Syracuse shorthanded, questions at quarterback. But North Carolina took it to the orange in the second half. They made the adjustments at half.
Syracuse.
And they've been healthy. They are improving in the weight room. Tons of PRs they're seeing.
Yeah.
You know, when Bill Belichick the year too.
And they've got a schedule, Clark, that they can manage down the stretch that may very well equate to a bowl bid.
Gauze sets up a 3rd and short.
Gio Lopez set a career high last week with
Season high, I'm
sorry, with 208. He won't get a shot to break it, even though he's at 202 tonight, because they won't throw it the remainder of this one. They're just going to eat the clock back that they're at home, and Stanford's coming so far to play.
Here's a toss. Gauze hit in the backfield and wrestled down. David Omopari went south. And off to Gauze.
Trimble.
That's a good one. Jamie Trimble on 3rd down. 16 to go. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll burn some more clock. Unless Syracuse burns the BC team at home. On 4th down, UNC will go for it. Lopez to Ship. Going to try to get a playoff before any review. Mike and Ikes. Carolina's going to take a knee here. Mike and Ikes?
Yes, Mike
You like
and Ike.